Good evening, everyone. If you've seen part 1, and then you were brave enough to stick around for part 2.
Notice that our part 2 moderator got demoted.
Surely you're glutton for punishment.
He sent me to Minnesota.
To watch part 3. I am Rob Orrison with Emerging Civil War here on our 6th anniversary of the Emerging Civil War Symposium.
Chris Mackowski's here.
And as Steve, who used to be the moderator, who can't let go, has pointed out, we are amongst all-stars here. Royalty is here. Dwight has joined us.
The most gentleman here.
Chris. Anyway, this is actually all Chris's idea, so if you have any complaints about any of these videos, please send them to Chris Mackowski. So,
No, send them to Steve. He is the best dressed historian.
He is. So we're going to continue our discussions of the theme of our symposium, which has been forgotten battles in the American Civil War. And it seems like if you've watched the first 2 videos, we've covered every battle that could be covered, but no, there's more.
There's Baltimore, which itself is a battle.
There's crocodiles and pythons in Florida here with this guy right here.
Let's turn to Baltimore, and we're not going to keep this modern politics. We're just going to talk historically.
Yes.
It's just because Phill is from Baltimore, and so we take every opportunity we can to make fun of Phill in Baltimore.
I usually make fun of the Orioles, but so Phill, let's go to Baltimore. Let's go to the Orioles.
There's no fighting there.
Exactly. I bet there is. Anyway, so what Phill talked about a lusty today. Would you argue
that's not in Baltimore?
Yeah, lusty. I know, but I'm giving you some love here.
Okay.
Since he's now in Florida, do you think a lusty stands pretty strong as a forgotten battle in its importance?
Especially for the state of Florida, yes.
Well, thank you for joining us.
What kind of argument is that?
So you always
Case dismissed.
You should always give that the bar answer. If someone has like 10 seconds, what are you doing? It was for Florida, boom. So now I'll give the thesis answer when you have to like spread 5 words into 5,000.
Okay.
Gotcha.
What I
Okay.
mean, the thing about it is just, well, how does the Confederacy, where do they lose? When they go to Appomattox, they spend a day in the middle
The
of
war. That's what they lose.
They lose this cause thing, the loss. But no, they go. I mean, there's still munitions there. In Amelia, they still have gunpowder, shells, artillery, or bullets. They lack food. So Florida couldn't provide that. I mean, and it took too long for them to realize it. And part of the reason they lost these threat. I mean, if you sever that rail line, the food cannot make it to the Army of Tennessee, which that means now they got to pull from somewhere else, which means they'll pull from the Army of Virginia. So there's one of the battles. Secondly, too, it shows that it can release valuable reinforcements. The Confederacy is able to remove all the troops from Florida, and where do they go?
All 2,000 guys.
So what happens in the Battle of Cold Harbor when the Union Army breaks through? Who pushes them back? It's part of the Florida Brigade. If they're not there, there's the breakthrough at Cold Harbor.
Brigade is kind of a stretch, but okay.
They have the 2nd, 5th, 8th, 9th, 10th,
There's more people at the
That's
conference
the
than there
Orange
was in the Florida Brigade.
That's the Orange Juice Brigade. Right?
So Phil's arguing that the Confederates could have survived longer if they had python meat to eat off of, and that 2,000 more men could have been at Cold Harbor. Maybe the war.
And where was Jefferson Davis trying to go? He was trying to get to Florida.
He's trying to get out of the country.
He was headed towards
That's
Vietnam.
Florida.
Okay.
That's Florida. Have you been to Florida? That's Florida. It's a whole different world down there.
All right.
You get past Disney World, boom.
You're
You're
good.
lost, yeah.
So, real quick, as you all are watching, I'm sure you hear lots of background noise. We have other members of our group who are now on stage doing karaoke. So if there's laughing,
We're at that stage.
if we're laughing at things we're not saying, it's because there are people over there doing crazy things.
We're singing Leonard Skinner.
So we're going to turn it to Chris, who we've already made fun of Mine Run, and that's fine. Let's pick something different.
So there was a
Second
battle I
Fred-
was going to talk
Second
about,
Fredericksburg.
and I forgot what it was.
Second Fredericksburg?
I got that joke. Hopefully you did too. So, other than all the battles, let's throw Chris a curveball. Other than all the battles that have been mentioned today in the symposium and tonight in this conversation, because you've been in the peanut gallery in the first 2 videos.
He was.
What is your favorite or most important forgotten battle that has not been mentioned?
The most forgotten, well, the ones that we have forgotten is the most important, New Orleans, but most people don't forget that. But that was kind of important.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would just say everything west of the Mississippi.
Way to pass. Way to pass.
Trans-Mississippi Theater.
Yes.
East Calvary Field at Gettysburg.
No Gettysburg on this video. Fail. Dwight, what do you think?
About what?
He forgot too.
God help us. So what do you think, I mean, other than what you discussed today at the symposium, which is the Burnside, Newport, North Carolina, what do you think as far as forgotten battles?
Well, how about Galveston?
Galveston.
Good answer.
Yeah, all right. Golf clap, everyone back at
Look
home.
at the first one in 3 videos that got all this going.
Yeah, right? Right, yeah.
Where there's water, I go, you know.
Oh, that's true.
He is a gentleman as
And
well.
that's what was good about the Burnside expedition. 2 things. One, Burnside was a hero. He never got to be a hero before. Number 2, he couldn't have done it without the Navy.
Burnside's a hero, things you don't hear too often in Civil War discussions.
That's right.
Maybe the first time for you all back there.
Knoxville, he got to be the hero in Knoxville.
Because all you do is sit around.
Nonetheless, he still won.
That's true.
Then I'm a hero.
I'm the hero of the talk.
Yes, Edward is the hero of the talk because he said nothing so far. Edward is rejoining us from the previous video, back again. Anything you want to add that you weren't mentioned before?
I mean, I think the forgotten battles are the ones that no one has talked about. I was kind of hoping, but didn't volunteer to give a talk, that someone would give a talk on something that absolutely no one has ever researched before, something like a Stewart's Plantation, Arkansas, which is just some Illinois cavalry shooting at some bushwhackers.
Oh, that's why you know about it.
By the way, everyone watching, does it look like he was herding cattle today? I'm still understanding what's going on.
These are Park Service boots. On my way out,
recognize
I was
those.
told
Just
to
check it out.
spend all my money, and so I bought like 5 pairs of these.
Well, now well, anyways, Solicitor General is now looking into the Park Service spending. Speaking of wasteful Park Service spending, Steve, anything else you want to add to either Fort Stevens or
We know the battle.
John Reynolds or anything you...
I think Mine Run clearly shows the need for John Reynolds. Okay, I call it.
Chancellorsville showed the need for John Reynolds. Awake.
He gave his proxy, which was to keep on fighting. You know that, Chris.
Fredericksburg needed John Reynolds and the right spot.
You want to also
He was simply citing the guns as any corps commander should do. Oh, I can't even defend that. Okay.
I feel like Gettysburg's forgotten for Reynolds. You just forgot to duck.
Well, you know, if you guys watched the first 2 videos, you knew this was going to happen. If you know Steve Phan, you know that there's going to be some John Reynolds jokes going on, flying
We
around.
call that too soon, but I will accept that. Okay. And by the way, there is a fort. There's a fort named after John Reynolds. Is there a Fort Meade?
There's also a Fort Bragg.
Actually, there is. I know. Shut up in the back, okay?
There is actually a Fort Meade, by the way.
That did not happen during the war, okay? So
Did
when
anybody name Fort Reynolds after the war?
No. There's also a Fort Bragg. I mean, we're going there. We'll name forts after anybody.
why is everyone looking at me
All right,
now?
so yeah, so
You're the sports guy.
let's stop picking on Steve. I
Thank
will
you.
say Steve had one good point in the last 3 videos.
Which is?
Florida Pass.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
an excellent suggestion there.
John Verde.
You guys cannot imagine the heavy fighting in the hills and mountainous peaks of New Mexico.
If it wasn't for those Colorado volunteers who came down.
That's right. We won't mention the Sand Creek part that they were involved as well.
Well, they got
but-
bored because the Confederates couldn't come back, so they have to do something.
Gotta do something. Gotta stay busy.
Wow. Yes, you're right. You're right. So
Things right ahead.
we're talking the good part of Florida Pass, but we're going all the way out to the Trans-Mississippi West. I know our friend in the back will acknowledge that. Rob, you have
Are
anything
we
else to
coming
add?
back east?
No,
I think this is deteriorated to
I
the
think
point
this
where
is deteriorated to what Chris
there will not
wanted,
be point 4.
which is us just talking trash to each other. So thank you all for watching again, and this is our last video, I promise, for your sake.
It's your
And
golf
we
shirt.
hope to see you guys again soon. And again, if you haven't bought your tickets for 2020, go online
Why
soon,
should we come back?
and they will be
Forgotten
there.
leaders.
So what's the theme for next year?
No, we're not telling anybody.
Oh,
It's going to show up on the blog.
You had to come today to
Come
learn the
find
theme.
out. Yeah.
It's Gettysburg.
Oh!
He does not get his
Yes.
birth. Thank you all, and good night.
I'm Kilrain!